Is it dangerous looking for an intelligent extraterrestrial life? Whether there is intelligent life beyond Earth is one of the most intriguing issues in astronomy. One of the most significant achievements of the human race as a civilization is our location in the universe and our existence in and of ourselves. We humans can proudly state that we have proof that the planet Earth is home to a sophisticated civilization with advanced technology. We have developed the ability to receive signals from all around the universe, identify their sources and characteristics, and have even started to venture outside the orbit of our own planetary home. But what if there are intelligent civilizations somewhere in the world? Will they pose a threat to us? Are we equipped to handle anything similar? Should we make an effort to speak with them? These are some of the most exciting and contentious issues facing science today, and we will discuss them all in this video. We have been actively looking for extraterrestrial life for more than 50 years, yet we still have no solid proof that it exists anywhere in the universe. Several people have also suggested making the public announcement of our location and existence in an effort to find and contact another similarly advanced civilization in the galaxy. Others think this is a bad, maybe self-destructive strategy. It's an engaging and fascinating topic to investigate since it sits at the intersection of a scenario with unknown risks, rewards, and hazards and the frontiers of science. It's possible that the future of humanity as a whole is in jeopardy. Both a great hope and a great anxiety surround first contact with extraterrestrial life. What kind of an experience will that be? How will they behave? How far will they have come? There are 5 main options, even though we won't know the answers to these questions until we uncover them. 1. The first and simplest of them all we find simple, microbial-like life in our own cosmic backyard. This is done by finding non-Earth life forms someplace in or moving through our solar system that are fossilized, inactive, or even active. Exploration missions, or the good fortune of having a piece of material containing life land on Earth, could lead to this discovery. 2. The second scenario is that we find oblique signs of life on an exoplanet or exomoon orbiting a far-off star. Direct imaging or transit spectroscopy will be used to detect signs of a habitable planet, and we will come to the conclusion that this is the most likely scenario. 3. We receive a techno-signature from a technologically superior extraterrestrial society, which we decode. Whether it comes in the radio band, another electromagnetic frequency, or via a signal we haven't yet figured out, possibly from strong neutrino SETI, would find this. 4. We have touch with aliens directly. That somewhere, between what has been identified and what has been observed, but not at a high enough resolution to show, an intelligent extraterrestrial ship is waiting to be discovered, is the hope of those investigating unexplained flying objects and aerial occurrences. 5. Alternatively, it's possible that aliens have been hiding away somewhere and are just waiting to be contacted. It's our responsibility to send the message so that they can receive it as they wait for their first communication from an extraterrestrial culture. The first 3 have long been, and will continue to be, the focus of scientific investigation. The fourth one still primarily consists of hoaxes and conspiracy theories, but a new project aims to change that. The 6th one, though, perhaps highlights our deepest hopes and anxieties. Of course, scientists expect that at least one other intelligent civilization with advanced technology has developed at some point in the history of the Milky Way. They might develop technological prowess and curiosity similar to ours and begin looking for life in their immediate surroundings. Perhaps they found the solutions to issues we're still researching, like what is the secret to long-term nuclear fusion and, more generally, the answer to our energy problems. How did this race survive on their home planet despite internal strife, resource hoarding and overconsumption, and the dangers of World War? How widespread is life in our solar system's neighborhood, including on planets, moons, and even smaller bodies, as well as on planets outside our sun? But it's also possible that they searched diligently for techno-signals but gave up after a while since they couldn't locate any. They may not even be aware that we exist, and since they are not actively broadcasting, they are not making their presence known, which may be the only thing keeping them from reaching us. Considering that, perhaps all we need to say is, "We're here." They may send a signal or even a crewed expedition back once our signal reaches them, ranging in distance from a few light years to tens of thousands of light years, confirming the answer to our long-standing question: yes, there are other intelligent aliens out there, and they have arrived. Of course, there is a fear to go along with every optimism we feel. The issue is not that there is no one out there to receive a signal, that aliens will hear us and not respond, or that our efforts will be ineffective because we won't be able to communicate with the alien civilization before the signal we broadcast fades into the cosmic noise background. The fear is that aliens will instead intercept the signal and come here with malign purposes. The worry is that by announcing our existence to the universe, a rapacious, pillaging extraterrestrial civilization with technology that is astronomically more advanced than ours will set out to conquer us. Given the unavoidable technology disparity and the fact that they are surely hundreds, thousands, or even millions of years ahead of us, the conflict will undoubtedly result in the extinction of humanity or its enslavement after a brief and horrifying conflict. This is the plot of many alien invasion films, yet without an improbable victory for us brave humans, we might be doomed. Of course, since the first broadcast radio and television signals were sent strong enough and at the right frequencies to travel outside of Earth's atmosphere, ionosphere, and Van Allen belts, humans have been announcing our presence to any sufficiently advanced observers for more than 80 years. Over 10,000 star systems, the most of which are still unknown today, could have picked up a definite signal of humanity's presence on Earth if we drew an 80 light-year radius sphere around the Earth. There is, however, a difference to be drawn between what we have done and now do unintentionally and actively attempting to contact anything that might exist in the galaxy outside our immediate neighborhood. The main idea is covered by METI, or Messaging Extraterrestrial Intelligence, also referred to as active SETI due to its active transmissions, which include targeted broadcasting towards star systems of particular interest. That endeavor has drawn a lot of interest, as well as criticism and concern. We've learned a lot since most of us could only have dreamed of it a few decades ago, in terms of what we know. At the beginning of the 1990s, the existence of planets outside of our solar system was simply hypothesized. We didn't know the frequency of Earth-sized planets orbiting Sun-like stars, what kinds of planets were common or uncommon in the universe, or whether the solar system itself was common, exceptional, or a product of cosmic quirk. As of 2021, many of the items have undergone changes. There are about 2 trillion galaxies in the visible universe, while our own Milky Way only comprises about 400 billion stars. 80 to 100% of the stars in our galaxy are surrounded by planets and planetary systems. With the K, G, or F classes, 20% of the stars resemble the Sun. 10% to 20% of those planets are similar to Earth in terms of mass and size. And 20 to 25% of those systems contained a planet in what is known as the habitable zone, which indicates that if those planets had atmospheres similar to Earth's, they would have the proper temperatures for liquid water on their surfaces. Combining all of those factors, we find that there are probably a few billion worlds in our galaxy that may be habitable and have the conditions and elements necessary for life to develop. There are numerous possibilities, but what we don't know is important and leaves us perplexed regarding the fundamental query: how many sentient, technologically advanced civilizations exist? We would be mistaken if we believed we were the only advanced race in our galaxy. After all, there are 3 crucial questions to which we still have no answers. 1. How many of the planets that we consider to be potentially habitable actually have life or have had it arise there? 2. How many of the worlds where life first appears have seen life persist across cosmic timescales, such as billions of years, during which it develops into a complex, multicellular, and highly differentiated organism? 3. How many of the planets where life persists, thrives, and becomes sophisticated actually support intelligent, technologically cutting-edge life? Our Milky Way galaxy includes billions of potentially habitable planets, at least based on what we have been able to measure thus far. However, we must be open about our ignorance. If the combined percentage of responses to all 3 questions equals 1%, then intelligent life has evolved in our galaxy millions of times. We might be the first species in the entire galaxy to arrive at this point if the answer to all 3 of these questions is 0.01% or less. The truth is that we won't know for sure until we have more and better knowledge of the universe, but if any of these 3 stages is hard in the sense that it is incredibly unlikely, then it's possible that mankind is truly alone. Of all, this is purely a speculative exercise in thought, mostly based on our own fantasies and our imperfect knowledge of Earth's past events. There is no indication that anyone else is coming to save us from the problems humans face on Earth, some of which are self-inflicted and others brought on by external influences, whether there are sentient aliens or not, and regardless of whether they have hostile or helpful intentions. Nobody is coming to fix our energy problems, resource management issues, unsustainable environmental practices, or issues like conflict, famine, food shortages, or water insecurity. Nobody will assist us in understanding each other's life or even our own. We must look inward, to ourselves, and outside if we wish to be delivered from our current problems. We should not look to the stars, but rather to one another. The sum of our collective knowledge and our ability to work together is the most valuable resource we have on the planet. The elements are there, it is up to us to integrate and utilize them for maximum benefit. If we want to change the course of our species, seeking knowledge and real solutions to our deepest problems is surely a crucial component of the solution. But we can't rely on either fears or optimism when it comes to the unknown. The most important resource of all must be used instead, awareness of our shared humanity. What do you think the risks of making contact with intelligent aliens are then? Comment below with your thoughts and let us know what you think. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, as doing so motivates us to continue producing excellent material for you.